Every church has stories worth preserving. At First United Methodist of Topeka, a permanent history wall brings events from 1855 through the present to life.
I like this picture.
Doris Wills leads her church's archive team. She knows well the challenges.
Just time and someone to work on it. Another is funds. I think sometimes the church says, we'll have a historian, but they don't provide any financial support for that historian to do the work.
The United Methodist Commission on Archives and History provides a variety of tools for local churches.
Who hasn't opened up a box in your house and found a whole bunch of photographs stuck together? How do we unstick them? Well, we've got an archival leaflet that talks about that.
So boxes like this are available. They're not as costly as you might think, and they will preserve the documents for you.
Churches should hold on to vital records like baptism and membership rolls, deeds, and financial records, as well as bulletins and publications.
It actually makes the local church office run more efficient. And when you have an efficient office, more ministry gets done.
Copies of checks should not be kept.
Make a notation about how much the check was and from someone, but don't photocopy that bloody check. You're just asking for trouble down the road.
Photos are a treasure you can never have enough of.
They take pictures of special times. Maybe a Christmas program, it might be a wedding. You should be taking occasional pictures of the mundane, a typical worship service, for example. None of that ever gets recorded.
And if you save pictures, please identify the people or the activity, because 50 years from now, there's no one there to know what that activity or person was.
Best practices include cost-saving tips for storing photos.
Do you know that a local source in almost any town for acid-free tissue paper is the dry cleaner that dry cleans and preserves wedding gowns?
And avoiding metal paper clips.
Plastic paper clips are very available. You will not have them rusting and damaging the document. Never staple.
You have some recordings of your pastor's sermons from the past. You can probably find a friend who can digitize those for you. Or you may have some images and you don't know a lot about them. Take them to your next potluck. Who are these people? People will pay more attention to that than they will the fried chicken.
Local congregations are discovering that sharing stories brings them closer to the people whose passion and vision influence the church we know today.
Churches that are celebrating anniversaries get a renewed sense of what was the spark that got them started. For churches in times of conflict or in watershed moments, time to not just remember the past, but to witness and recognize the Spirit of God that has been faithful through changes and transformations from past to present, leading on into the future.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.